Hey guys, what's going on? So today I have an album review for a CD that I just got in the mail a couple days ago that I'm so fucking happy to own. I fucking love this album so much, and I love this band so much, and I'm really happy to have this. And this is Leviathan with the 10th sub-level of Suicide. I've wanted this album for like about a year, and I wanted it on vinyl, but after a while I just realized how freaking hard it was to find on vinyl, so I ended up just settling for getting on a CD, and this was worth every goddamn penny. So let's get on with the packaging. This is the Hammerheart Records reissue on CD. There's also a box set that has like everything from this up to I'm pretty sure it's Massive Conspiracy Against All Life on CD, which is like 60 bucks, which is cool, but I just wanted this album so bad. But I eventually want to get pretty much all Leviathan studio albums. But anyways, it's a digipack. It's a pretty nice one too. It's like really papery, but it looks nice with the artwork, I guess. I really love the album cover too, and amazing logo, honestly. Picture of Rest, track listing. So Introit, Fucking Your Ghost in Chains of Ice, Sardona Scorn, The Bitter Emblem of Dissolve, Scenic, Solitude, and Leprosy, He Whom Shadows Move Towards, Submersed, or I can't tell if that's Submersed or Submerged, because the font, the G kind of looks like an S, or the S looks like a G, whatever. Mind Molten Armor, The Idiot's Son, At the Door of the 10th Sub-Level of Suicide. Just all great songs, honestly. Picture of Rest again. Artwork, which is really fucking cool. You got the disc and the booklet, and the booklet's in this little pocket. I've heard some people complain about those kind of little things in digipacks, but I don't really mind, to be honest. I'll show the booklet in a minute, but artwork. There's the disc. Inverted cross. Picture of Rest again. Booklet's pretty cool. It's out in the back again. And then lyrics. That same picture again. And curious novelty seekers and their unoriginal cockleach ideas of what true is. Mollusks that deem themselves qualified to review for their inability to create anything. I guess I kind of don't count since I have a death metal band, and I also have a one-man black metal project, which is like I've been working on and off, but I've been working on it a little bit more lately. I don't know, maybe I'll make a video about that. I already read that. Fucking die gobbling Christian turds, your pathetic whimpers ignite this metal. So yeah, cheesy, but cool. And of course, to the first gas you rape into your own skin. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. But honestly though, this album is just perfect. I mean, a lot of people complain about like DSBM, that it's really repetitive, and like it's just bands like Disaster how it repeats the same riff over and over and stuff like that, like for like 10 minutes. If you don't like that, you will probably like this, because this has a lot less repetition. There's a little bit of repetition here and there, but for the most part, the songwriting is just as good as the atmosphere and like all that shit. And honestly, the atmosphere on this album is fucking amazing. You could probably call this DSBM, although it's definitely a lot more aggressive and angry and hate-filled, rather than just being sad-sounding and tragic. If I had to pick a favorite track on here, it'd probably be either Fucking Your Ghost in Chains of Ice, Sardona Scorn, or The Idiot's Son. So, yeah. But anyways, Introit, however you pronounce it, it's an ambient opener. It's alright, but I really like it. It's mostly known for the end part where, there's like the pitch-shifted kind of vocals where you hear him say, there's no light for you at the end of the tunnel, and then it kicks right into Fucking Your Ghost in Chains of Ice, which is one of the shorter songs on here. It's really aggressive, and the riffs are very icy sounding. And the chorus has a really punky riff, which is cool. And then there's a slow part at the end, which is really fucked up sounding with his vocals. How like he does this weird vocal style in some parts where he sounds like a little kid being strangled or something. It's really fucked up sounding, but cool. And his regular black metal vocals are also great. He just has a really good vocal style, honestly. So Sardona Scorn is also pretty fast, but then it slows down, and you hear the bass, which the bass on this album is actually really damn good, which is kind of rare for a black metal album. But yeah, the bass sounds great. And there's this piano melody, which is very fucking melancholic and depressing sounding. And he does these like high-pitched screams in the background that are just filled with agony and despair. But the thing is, it's not like you could compare it to like stuff like Burzum and Bethlehem and Silencer with that kind of vocal style. But it's a lot different on here though, because it's more of a background thing. It's not straight up in your face. Like it's more like you just kind of faintly hear that in the background. And it's really cool though, like, it sounds really just, like, uncomfortable. I was about to say uncomforting, but that's not gonna work. Yeah, it just sounds fucking awesome. And then that song kind of gets a little bit heavier towards the end, and then it ends. And then after that is The Bitter Emblem of Dissolve, which first couple times I heard that song, I didn't really care for it. I just thought it was okay. And the more you listen to it, the more you get it. And it's a really fucking good song. The intro riff doesn't exactly grab you by the balls and fucking pull you into like a world of like despair like a lot of the other riffs on this album do. You kind of like ease your way into that song. Like it opens up with like this really weird sounding riff, and Rest does more of those like tortured screams. And towards the end of the track, it's like more slow and like more, I guess I want to say more relaxed sounding. I don't know, but it sounds really nice. And then after that, Scenic Solitude and Leprosy is another one of my favorite tracks on here. It's has this very melodic and like despair-filled riff, and then there's also a really catchy riff in there, which is really cool. So that's a really good track. He Whom Shadows Move Towards is another great one. It's one of the tracks on here that clicks with you immediately when you first hear it. The riff has a melody that settles pretty easily onto you, and then later on the track gets darker, and it's really fucking awesome. Another one of my favorite tracks, all of the tracks on this album are great, Submerged, I really can't tell because of the font. It's an ambient track, but it's really fucking good though. It's not like other ambient tracks on black metal albums where it's just a boring interlude where you're waiting for the next song to happen. It's actually really enjoyable because it has a melody to it, and it's really beautiful sounding, and it's very depressive sounding and like tragic. It's fucking just great. I don't know, I just find it really enjoyable to just fucking sit down and listen to that track. It's just really nice, it's relaxing, but it's also very dark and suffocating sounding. But yeah, it's a really great track. And then My Molten Armor is a really great one. The vocals on that one sound absolutely fucked up. It's a great track. The Idiot Son, it's very slow compared to the rest of the album, but it's fucking amazing though. It's very like, I think the right word. It's very eerie sounding. It's very like, it feels like something bad is about to happen in the whole track. Like it's very dark. And his vocal performance, it's just his regular black metal vocals, are really fucking good on that song. And then the title track, or not the title track, but At the Door to the 10th Sublevel of Suicide is another amazing track. It starts out fast and then gets slower and more fucked up sounding. And the album ends with like just like quiet ambient noise that goes on for like about a minute, and then he lets out one more scream, and then the album ends. It's fucking amazing. This album is like a perfect 10, honestly. And you don't get tired of it. It's not like some black metal album. Like, it is an album that you're gonna need to sit down and listen to. Like, it's not something like, fuck, I have half an hour until I have to leave for the party or whatever, I'm gonna put on a death metal record. It's more like, a record where you wanna, like, sit down and listen to it and have time. Because this is a long album. It's, like, over an hour. But the thing is, you don't get tired of it. It's not like something where it's like, you listen to it once and you're like, alright, I'm good. I don't need to listen to this for, like, another month. This is more of an album that you can listen to on a daily basis. I mean, unless, like, it affects you mentally, because this is a very fucked up album, and it will make you feel fucking hopeless and angry. But it's really enjoyable, though. It's, like, in a good way, it makes you feel sad. I don't know. Because it's very hate-filled, but it's also very melancholic, and I just love it so much. But yeah, I don't know if I would consider this my favorite Leviathan album. It's kind of tied between this and Tentacles of Horror, but leaning a little towards this more as of right now. I eventually really want to pick up Tentacles of Horror, though, as well as, actually all of his studio albums, like I already said. But next one I'll probably get is How Mockery at the Cross, because I really like that one a lot, and that's kind of like, well, it's not a studio album, because it's a compilation of demos, but it's really similar to this one. What else? Massive Conspiracy Against All Life, I need to listen to that one a little more. I definitely want to get True Traitor, True Horror, and of course, Scar-Sighted. But yeah, I fucking love Leviathan. One of my favorite black metal bands. And honestly, now that I own something on physical format, it might even be in my top 5. For a while, I considered Leviathan my 6th favorite black metal band, but shit, I might even like this more than Disaster, which is like my 3rd favorite black metal band. I don't know. But I love this. So yeah, Leviathan, the 10th Sublevel of Suicide. If you're into black metal, you should fucking listen to this. And I don't know why you haven't heard this already if you're into black metal, but if you're just getting into black metal, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you're like, you're into black metal, but you haven't been into black metal for extremely long, I guess this is a good album to listen to because it is an essential album. But it's not so raw and like extreme where it's like, don't listen to this at all if you're just barely into black metal. I don't know. But it's an essential album though if you're into black metal. I'm sure you all know this. But yeah, it's just some of the sickest, most disgusting, evil, dark, fucked up, just most extreme black fucking metal you'll ever hear. So yeah, I love this album. But yeah, that's it for this video though. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.